growing up, it's always been The Rock, The Rock, The Rock, The Rock. But now to see Roman in that position, it's very interesting to see because of how long The Rock has been gone, and now he's back, and to see The Rock acknowledge us, to acknowledge the bloodline, and it's very powerful stuff that's happening right now.
How is your health? You had some issues last year.
Yeah. So since then, I've been cleared. I've been cleared to return to in-ring activities. I'm taking it a little slow, though. I'm not diving right into it, like I should. So I'm kind of, taking it a day at a time. I'm getting in the ring. I'm starting to train and work out more and more. And but I'm looking forward to, resuming my career.
What was tell people who don't know, what was the ailment that you had?
So I had a blood clot in my heart. I also have AFib, which is with my heartbeat, and I also had congestive heart failure. So I had all three at once. So it was very scary. My body was retaining a lot of water. It was a hard time. So, but I'm back, and I'm able to move around and get around and not be so blown up anymore. So
that's what I want to talk to you about. You said you're back. And of course, there's rumors all over the place that there are more Samoans coming, more members of the bloodline coming to assist this guy there. What are the chances of you maybe being in attendance and possibly helping out if the wise man needs somebody else?
Well, it's in Pennsylvania. I live in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So it's in my backyard. Yeah, I mean, I'm up for it. If the opportunity presented itself, yeah, I'm up for it. But so you never know.
If the wise man calls, you'll be there.
Hey, anything could happen. You know that. Anything could happen in pro wrestling.
Yeah. So now one of the other things that's going on in WWE is Yeet, Us versus Us.
Yeah.
Situation where I think the match is going to be incredible. Their dad, Rikishi, is already talking about it. So you've been with them like your whole life. So
That's right,
tell us what you think is going to happen in that match, and who do you think is going to win, and what kind of match do you think it's going to be?
I think Us versus Us, Jimmy versus Jey. I'm looking for it to steal the show. I think those two have the potential to do so. I know all eyes and all the focus is on the main events, but I feel like this could be one of those matches that everybody talks about at the end of the night. I mean, these two, it's a childhood thing, to see them finally go at it like this at its biggest stage. It's crazy. But
they've been wrestling each other since they were little kids in the backyard.
Always, yeah. I mean, we all grew up together. The summers were wild. It would always be me and Roman versus the Usos, or me and one of the Usos versus Roman and one of the Usos.
Wait a minute. Wait, let's go back to that. You and Roman against the Usos. Was this a backyard thing?
This was an everyday thing. This was a growing up thing.
So what was the result of this?
What was the results?
Yeah,
I mean, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That was
not in the record books.
Time ago. It's not in the record books. It was an unofficial match, but that was my childhood. So to see them go at it now on this stage, it's awesome to see. And who do I think is going to win?
Yeah.
I mean, the safe thing for me to say would be my cousin's going to win, right?
Don't leave it like that. I love it.
I don't know. If I had to pick one, based on what's going down right now, I'm going to have to ride with Jimmy.
Okay. And why Jimmy?
I think it's his time. His time.
Is it the attitude that's going to translate into
it's the swagger? It's the swagger. It's the attitude. he has something. He has that look in his eye now, you know,
Yeah.
and I think that's what's going to take him over the top.
Is it kind of disparaging to see family versus family? And this is one of the few times that, you know, we've seen Brett versus Owen.
Mhm.
We've seen a few families against each other. What's this like? Is this exciting for you, or like, man, I wish they wouldn't be doing this?
It's kind of both, you know. It's we were always raised like family first, protect the family. You know, the blood is everything, and but to see it go down like this, if it's gonna happen, I'm glad it's happening at WrestleMania. You know, it doesn't get any bigger than that. So if there is a stage for it to happen, I'm glad it's here.
So, what is your direct linkage to Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
My direct link. So I am Afa, the Wild Samoan son. I'm Afa Jr. And you know what, Afa and Sika, and then my dad had a blood pact with, or no, Peter Maivia. Man, they're all over the place. The whole family is it's. I can't. We spend all day talking about the whole family tree.
Trying to. But one of the things that I saw on SmackDown was The Rock was in the ring, had the microphone. If you smell like, and Roman stopped him
Mhm.
and said, "Acknowledge me." Did that surprise you?
That did surprise me because you know, growing up, it's always been The Rock, The Rock, The Rock, The Rock. But now to see Roman in that position, you know, it's very interesting to see because of how long The Rock has been gone, and now he's back, and to see The Rock acknowledge us, you know, to acknowledge the bloodline, and it's very powerful stuff that's happening right now.
Yeah, he's now, since he acknowledged him. Does that make him number two to Roman?
Man, we've always been the ones, so I don't know anything about twos.
Yeah, okay, that totally makes sense. Now, The Rock has not been in the ring for a long time.
Hmm.
He's been in Hollywood, he's done movies and stunts and everything, but it's different when you get out there.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
so people are still wanting to see Cody and The Rock one-on-one. Because of The Rock, he's in perfect condition. Do you think ring rust is going to hurt him during the first night of WrestleMania, where Seth and Cody are going to take on is it he and Roman?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the ring resting for Rock, yeah, I mean, you take that much time off, it's going to happen to anybody.
right.
However, with The Rock being The Rock, he's on a different level. You know, he has the capability of training anywhere he wants, you know, so I feel like he's going to kick that rust a lot quicker than most would.
You think
Um,
he's still got it?
yeah, I think he still got it.
Okay, all right. You know, a lot of people are also wondering if Sylvester Stallone is going to be part of WrestleMania 40. It's the whole, you know, Rocky image that he created and all that.
Oh
And
yeah.
I could just see him coming into the ring with Seth and Cody, and the fans are yelling out, "Rocky, Rocky," and The Rock thinks it's for him.
Hmm.
It's going to be Stallone. Would you like to see Stallone show up with The Rock involved in that whole scenario?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Rocky and you know Sylvester Stallone as an actor, and I think what he means to the city of Philadelphia would be huge for a moment like this. You know, it's the biggest WrestleMania ever, and it's in Philadelphia, and to have Rocky and The Rock, you know, potentially on the same card, you know, on the same show,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
that would
epic.
be
You know,
pretty
that'd
amazing.
be great.
There's another scenario where Paul Heyman said that if Cody and Seth frickin' Rollins win night one, then the bloodline will not interfere in night two with Cody against Roman Reigns. Could there be a little extra thing going on here where maybe The Rock will have Ron Simmons and maybe one other member of the Nation of Domination come in? It's not the bloodline.
I mean, anything can happen.
I know.
I mean, that would definitely be a swerve.
Would it really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
just came
so.
up with
Yeah.
that idea the other night. So now we have the whole scenario with Cody and Roman Reigns, and now it's getting personal because, as you know, The Rock is now picking on Cody's mom, Michelle. Cody has responded talking about Ata in a good way, The Rock's mother. Um, how do you think all that is going to affect Roman Reigns? It's The Rock that's doing all these things, that did the Rock concert and everything. This isn't coming out of Roman's mouth, but how do you think that's going to affect Roman on night two? Is Cody going to be able to finish his story if it's one-on-one?
Finish the story. Finish the story. Ah, man, do stories ever finish? This is pro wrestling. They keep going.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, if we could look back at anybody's story, look, Rock is still writing his story. Ric Flair is still writing a story. I mean, we write stories for as long as we're around. So,
yeah.
yeah, no, to be honest with you, I don't think Cody has a chance. I don't think he stands a chance. You know,
Okay. Why? Why?
I think he's outmatched, he's outclassed, he's outleveled, he's on a different, like, yeah, he's a star, you know, but we're talking different kinds of levels right now. You know, we're talking Rock levels, Roman levels, we're talking, you know, some of the greatest of all time, you know,
Cody doesn't
and
fit in
Cody
on
can potentially
that.
be that one day. I'm not taking it from him, but he's just not that yet.
He's not ready for that yet.
I don't think so, no.
Have you been surprised at The Rock's promos about Cody? I mean, a lot of people are saying they're not even PG or anything, that The Rock's ego right now is bigger than it's ever been. What do you think?
It's The Rock. He has every right to be that way. You know, he's always been that way. It's a different version. He's not PG right now because, you know, it doesn't fit, you know, what we're doing, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
we're not kissing babies right now. We're protecting the family, you know,
That
so
makes
it's a different attitude.
Let's catch up with you. Tell everybody about your promotion and what's been going on.
My promotion, Battlefield Pro Wrestling. We've been running shows out of Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. We also have a couple cool things in the works right now that I could tease a little bit.
Oh,
Um,
let's come on, tease it.
you know, a little tease is we're going to be leaving Pennsylvania in a little bit and taking the show on the road. So that's very exciting, and that'll happen this year before the end of before December. So we're very excited about that.
So
We have
might this be the next version of WXW?
absolutely, that's always been the goal. Um,
Okay.
that's always been my goal, is to take over what my dad started here in the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania, and we're starting to do that. I have in July, we're coming up. We will be on television with Service Electric.
Oh,
I
that's
will
great. That's
I
great.
will drop the date and the information about that show in the next couple weeks. We're trying to get that out before WrestleMania. So that's a
That
really
was
big event.
that station carried WXW regularly and so many other things. And the broadcast, Mike Mittman was the
That's right.
broadcast.
Mike
I
Midman will be
remember
there
it
too.
very well. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
we got a lot of cool things in the works over here. And yeah, and we're still training students. So I do that as well. Since my dad has closed down, we're in the process of now rebranding my training center into the Wild Samoan Training Center.
Oh, I'm
So
so happy about
I
that.
will continue that. We'll keep that ball rolling, and yeah,
Might you reopen the Allentown while it's by the Dunkin' Donuts there on Jordan Parkway? One of my favorite
at
places.
the Jordan Parkway one. I don't know if
Yeah,
that one's available, but you know, I would love to be there. That's where we started, but I don't know if that ceiling's high enough anymore.
yeah, yeah.
These
Where
guys be
can
jumping
people
high.
find you on social media if they want to inquire about training with you,
Yeah.
getting more information about everything you're doing?
Yeah, you could contact me direct at Samoan Storm, Samoan Storm, or you could look up Battlefield Pro Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We are Battlefield.
All right. I want to thank you so much for your time here at the Apter chat. Like I said, I treasure this, and I also have one of the old Wild Samoan training camp jackets that
That's right.
yeah, yeah.
Got to
So
keep those. Those
I will.
those are the
I will.
classics.
All right, for WrestleBinge, Sportskeeda, and the Apter chat, we'll see you at the matches.